Before Dew Point, I stopped dreaming. And I stopped dreaming because no matter how much time or effort I put in, it was never enough. And I never got rewarded. And that made me feel and believe that people like me were not meant to dream. And then I joined Dew Point, and I started seeing people getting rewarded for their effort, getting rewarded for their hard work. And I started seeing people getting their dream cars and going on all expenses paid holidays and getting rewarded every month with a bonus. I used to say that the Audi R8 is my dream car. And I said that because I felt that I could only dream about it. I wasn't able to afford it. But all of that has changed now because I can turn that dream into a reality with Dew Point. And I have decided that I'm not just going to dream anymore, I'm going to live it. I am showing up, I'm putting in the work, I'm building, and I am claiming what is mine. And that is so that I can live the life of my dreams, not just dream about it anymore. If you've stopped dreaming, I get it. I was there. But it's time for you to go after your dreams again because you deserve it.
In January 2024, something magical happened that reignited my dreams with Dew Point. I remember the moment vividly. It was on a sunny afternoon when I was sitting in my room, feeling overwhelmed by studies and part-time jobs that could barely pay my bills as a university student. Suddenly, I stumbled upon Dew Point. It was like a light bulb went off in my head. One dream that came alive was the desire to be financially independent. I always imagined traveling the world and experiencing new cultures, but with my budget, that felt impossible. Another dream was to have time freedom. No more juggling classes, work, and a social life. With Dew Point, I saw a clear path to making these dreams come real. Now, as a university student, I'm building my future. I'm using my spare time to connect with others about Dew Point, sharing the opportunity and watching my income grow. It's exciting to realize that each effort brings me closer to traveling the globe without worrying about money. Plus, I'm having more time to enjoy my university life. Dew Point is a pathway to a future filled with possibilities. My dreams aren't just wishes anymore, I'm living it. Who knew that independence and freedom could be so much fun?
So the first time I got paid with Dew Point, that was the moment that I realized I could have anything that I wanted to. I could achieve any dream that I had for my life. It wasn't a lot of money, but I knew that I had a system in my hands that could help me to achieve any dream that I wanted to, which included a new car, a new house, overseas holidays, or maybe even moving to a new province.
And so I found when we first started with this business that our dreams were just so small. But the longer we've been part of the business and the more we've earned, the more I've realized that month on month, you can actually stretch your dreams, stretch your vision, and you can start striving to aim at even more. So today, my dreams have gotten huge. I want a big, extravagant life. I want to be able to travel all over the world and go and visit our children wherever they may be. I'd like to even buy them each their own homes and impact our communities and the people that we work with here at home in South Africa as well.
So you can have any dream that you want, as long as you have a dream and as long as you're prepared to put in the work, the energy, and the time to be able to achieve that specific dream.
The funny thing is, I had already been in the business for a while, but I wasn't like fully in. I would do the basics here and there and hecky-jecky start and stop. But truthfully, I hadn't made a decision to lock in, to go all out, skin in the game. They say there are two most important days in a wealth engineer's life. The day that you join or you get into Dew Point and the day that Dew Point gets into you. And for me, the second day happened during a Super Saturday. I watched one of the wealth engineers being recognized up on stage. Someone who started the business just like me, sharing her own story, and it inspired inspired me. They are now doing Dew Point on a full-time basis. They bought a house and recently qualified for a car. And that lit a fire in me. I remembered some of my own dreams, like owning a second property at an estate, having 3 cars and traveling in luxury to 5-star holiday destinations with my family, and finally doing Dew Point on a full-time basis. That moment completely changed my posture. I am now building this business with purpose. I'm connecting daily with everyone, and I'm helping my team to win. I'm staying consistent, because if other people can do it, people with the same 24 hours, people who are using the same system, same compensation plan, if they can do it, it is proof enough that it can be done. Why not me, and why not now? So I'm not just doing Dew Point anymore, but Dew Point is in me, and I'm not going to stop until every single one of those dreams become a reality. Thank you.
The moment my dreams took a breath again, there was a time I stopped dreaming. Not because I didn't want more, but because I was exhausted. I had tried, failed, got back up, only to be knocked down harder. Somewhere in that storm I settled. Maybe just surviving is enough, I told myself. But then on an evening in March 2023, something shifted. I found myself watching a Dew Point presentation. I wasn't just curious, I was desperate for hope. And then I heard these words: you can earn a passive income that pays you for the rest of your life. It hit me like a breath after nearly drowning. Something inside me cracked open. I remembered what it felt like to dream again, not to escape, but to build. To imagine time with my family, free from guilt. A life with meaning, a life I could really live. Then I saw ordinary people just like me, who had turned this platform into their new story. And I whispered to myself, if they can do it, so can I. My first turning point wasn't a paycheck. It was a person, my first wealth engineer, a single mom. She didn't just thank me, she actually cried. In that moment, I realized I wasn't just rebuilding my life. I was helping someone else breathe for the first time too. Then came my first Dew Point income. It wasn't massive, but it was mine. It was real. It was earned. And suddenly my dream had a date. Today, I keep showing up, even when I'm tired, even when my voice shakes, because other people out there are waiting for permission to believe again. Dew Point didn't give me a handout, it handed me a pen. And now, I'm writing the life I was always meant to live. One raw, brave, beautiful page at a time.